proficiency and academic accountability score, but we also had the highest growth of all of the middle schools. So we were #1 in growth. So give yourself a big round of applause for that. And what growth means is that from the time you came in, from the time you took K-Prep when you were a 5th grader to when you took it as a 6th grader, you grew so much more than other 6th graders around the city. So that was a big accomplishment, and we know that you're going to do so much more this year. So we challenge you right now to leave that legacy by being in class, working hard, getting those good grades, making sure you're hitting benchmarks on math, and then when we put it all together for our championship K-Prep at the end of the year, we know that you'll do what you need to do because we know this is a great class. So we're going to listen to some great stuff today. We're going to listen, we're going to be able to recognize all of you guys as students. And at the end of the day, you guys are lucky because you have the last pep rally of the day. So after your pep rally today, you get to go home. So we want to have some fun. That's a big thing right now. And with that, I'm going to bring up the MC and your 7th grade principal, Mr. B. Day. Give him a big round of applause.
What's my theme song? If he had Lizzo, what's mine?
He told mine. That's one less person.
Dance, Mr. B. Day, dance.
All right, this is what we're going to do. So, first of all, who received a charger card? You received a silver charger card. Stand up, please. Wow. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause. All right. If you received, I'm going to just test something out. If you received a gold charger card, stand up. Now, stay standing. Stay standing. Silver, stand back up. Silver and gold, stand up. That's literally like the whole 7th grade class. Now, give yourselves a round of applause. This is awesome. This is awesome. All right, have a seat. I mean, this is, Mr. Gibson, this is why K-Prep scores so good, okay? This is why we're distinguished and proficient in certain areas. My students are just awesome. You know what? How many of you guys are enjoying your 7th grade teachers this year? Raise your hand. And let me say this. Let me say, 7th grade is tougher. It's tough. It is. It's tougher than last year. Because when you know it's tough because that means you are struggling, and it's okay to struggle because you're growing. You're learning new materials and you're growing. And the struggle is part of the growth. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help. Raise your hand. We want you to learn. If you need extra help, stay after school. Come before school. But get that extra help, that extra attention. Because we want you to be the best that you can be. Make sense? If it makes sense, say, oh yeah. Say what? All right. Miss Vogel, come talk about attendance. And y'all know Miss Vogel, my wonderful counselor here. Yeah. Oh, look, tell Miss Vogel some love.
Thanks, you just help my self-esteem. All right, so attendance. Who can give me an answer about why is it important to have good attendance? Who wants to answer that?
To stay on task.
All right, very good. Yes, stay on task. Because if you're not at school, are you going to be able to get your work done? No, probably not. Are you going to know what the lesson was about? If Miss Rowe was teaching you about, I don't know, the quadratic equation and you missed that day, are you going to know? No, you're probably not. So being here is to learn, correct? If we want to keep those K-Prep scores going up, we need to be here. So, if you got a gold attendance card, meaning that you missed one day or less, please stand up. All right, come on, stand up, don't be shy. All right, let's give you a round of applause. Great job. All right, you may have a seat. What did you get for those cards? Well, if you missed 0 days, you got a homework pass, 1 free entry to a game, and 1 Fun Friday item. So that's pretty cool. If you missed 1 day, you got a homework pass, which, those homework passes are important. I'm a mom, trust me, I know. All right, so great job with attendance, everybody. All right, next up we have the fabulous and wonderful Miss Bolaño.
All right, so staying with our theme of recognitions, we are going to recognize all of our students of the month for September and for October. So this means your teachers recognized you consistently displaying the Leestown way, your respect. You were either displaying basic kindness, or you were extending a hand, standing up, playing fair, and they nominated you as Students of the Month. So I'm going to call, wait for everybody to get nice and quiet. I'm going to call everyone's name, and you all can come and stand beside me. We are going to wait till the very end. This part's really important. We're going to wait till the very end to give everyone a round of applause. Okay? So, for September, for the Colts, we have Gustavo Lopez and Alana Perkins. Wait till the very end, guys. So just come down here and stand with me. For the Mustangs, we have Alejandro Ibarra and Sarah Mullins. All right, guys, nice and quiet so everybody can hear. For the Mustangs, for the Colts for October, we have Will Coney and Nadaya. I'm sorry about the last name if I say it wrong. It's Shalaku? Thank you. And then for the Mustangs for October, we have Jack Orduna and Brianna Plowman. And for the Saddle Reds, we have Carson Wells. So, we still have lots of months of school left, so if you guys are consistently displaying the Leestown way and making our school a better place, then you may be Student of the Month next time. Let's give them a big round of applause. Let's go,
That was really a video. If it bangs, it's gonna mess up your camera, right?
We have a transition.
I'll give you a report on Monday.
All right. Give me a round of applause. Good job, fellas. I need Kaylee Goodman to come down. What's Kaylee Goodman? 7. What's the 8th grade? 7th grade. Supposed to come down. Jamal McIntyre. Where's Jamal McIntyre? Come on down, Jamal. So let me explain something. So here at Leestown, we have so many clubs, and we want you to be a part of them. Our newest club is called Student Voice. Student Voice was created by Miss Hill. She's an 8th grade teacher. And the thing is this, we all have a voice, and we want to be heard. So the thing is, we want to hear your voice. So if you want to be heard, and you want to take part in what goes on here at Leestown, join the Student Voice, all right? Join that club. And here's Jamal to tell you more about it. Come on, Jamal, step up.
The Student Voice team cares about the opinion of students as well as the teachers and administration. We stand up for students and their opinions for these middle school years so they could be a pleasure for all of us. Do you want more choice in how to learn in school? We can think of ways to bring student voice into our classes. Do you disagree with a school policy? We can explore the reasons for it and suggest solutions. It is always worth a try, right? So they think about joining the Student Voice team to make a difference in our school community. Come to our meeting this Monday after school until 5:30 in room 164 with Mrs. Hill. Check the announcements for upcoming meetings and events. Thank you.
So if you want to have a voice, join Student Voice. We got Leestown Well, we got Student Voice, we got Catholic, we have so many things on Leestown, across the country, so many things. So you know what? We got cooking club, we got so many things. So be a part of what's going on at Leestown.
All right, guys. Next up, we have a very exciting, very special guest. She's from right here in Lexington. You may have seen her come in. She has a big, shiny crown on. And her name is Miss Alex Frankie, Miss Kentucky.
Well, hi guys, how are you? Good? Listen, you are the liveliest group I've had all day because the first group, I get it. It was early. They said, oh, we're good. I'm like, okay, all right, that's kind of unenthusiastic. The second group was like, yeah, we're good. And you guys actually seem like you're enjoying yourselves. So I'm excited to be here. Yeah, it's exciting. So like she said, my name is Alex. I'm Miss Kentucky. And it is my job this whole year to be Miss Kentucky 24/7, 365. I work 7 days a week doing Miss Kentucky things, which we'll talk about later. And it is my responsibility to take care of myself so that I can do those things. I'm from right here in Lexington, so I went to SCAPA for middle school, and I was a voice major, and I later changed to drama as my major and an art minor. And then in high school, I went to Lafayette. I was in SCAPA and the pre-engineering program. And then I went on to UK, just graduated from UK with a degree in business management, international business, and social entrepreneurship, which is just a really long way to say that I want to own a business one day that hopefully helps our community. So I graduated from UK in May, and then a couple weeks later, I won Miss Kentucky. So this is my first job out of college. And you're probably wondering, what the heck does Miss Kentucky do every day? Do you just like wear fancy dresses and like go around places? Not at all. I bet no one here would expect that my job is actually with the government. My full-time job is with the Kentucky State Department of Agriculture. Can anyone tell me what agriculture means? Farming, exactly. Agriculture is just a big fancy way to say farming. So I do all things related to the farm industry in Kentucky. I do things like livestock shows, farmers markets, ag conferences, ag policy meetings, and the most exciting part is getting to go to schools every day and talk to kids just like you all. I do elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. Sometimes I speak at colleges, and sometimes I even speak at preschools. I can drive anywhere from 30 minutes to 4 hours to get where I'm going every day. Sometimes I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning just to make sure I can get on the road in time to make it to my first stop. And I usually don't get home until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy, but it's the coolest job in the world because I get to spend my time talking to you guys all about my job, all about Miss Kentucky things and hearing about your lives, which is my favorite part. So to do my job as Miss Kentucky, I have to make a lot of sacrifices when it comes to my time and taking care of myself. One of the most important things I have to do is make sure that I'm eating healthy foods and making good choices. Has anyone here ever heard of the Kentucky Proud label? Have you heard of the Kentucky Proud label?
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, it still counts. You've heard of Kentucky Proud? That's like 2 people. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You can't really see it right now, but there's this little circle right here. You can come see it later. It says Kentucky Proud. And this little circle will be on any food product or drink or animal product, jams and jellies, fruits and vegetables, that was raised, grown, manufactured, or processed in the state of Kentucky. Which is a very long way of saying that it's better for you because it's coming from right here and it's helping out your community by buying it. So next time you get to go to the grocery, try and see if you can find at least one product that's Kentucky Proud, because that means it's probably made not but a couple miles away from you. Did you guys know that like the world's supply of peanut butter is made right here in Lexington? Yes! Jif Peanut Butter is the largest peanut butter processing facility in the world. Well, not in the world, but in the United States. So, I think it's pretty cool that we have a lot of big brands that are being made right here in Kentucky. So I have to make sure that not only am I picking foods that are good for me, but foods that are made locally. Because if I have a really nice car, and I want my really nice car to drive well, am I going to put really good gas in it? Exactly. So if I have one body, I only get one body for my whole life, and I got to take care of it, and I got to make sure that I can do my job every day, I got to put good foods in it. Don't get me wrong, pizza is the best ever. Donuts are awesome. But if I ate pizza and donuts every day, there is no chance I'd be able to do my job as Miss Kentucky. I would be exhausted 24/7. So not only do I get to promote like healthy eating and eating good foods that are grown right here in Kentucky, because that's how I talk about my win. I focus on what I need. So I won Miss Kentucky, right? But you guys can win every single day by focusing on what you need. Maybe you need more sleep at night than most people, or you need really good foods. You need lots of water, and you need to focus. You need to be able to focus in school. You need to be able to make sure you're doing your best so that when you go on to high school and then maybe you go on to college, you can do whatever it is that you're interested in or passionate about. I actually won a full scholarship to go to college when I won Miss Kentucky, so they paid for me to go to college. I got to go to college and do 2 study abroads. I lived in South Africa and Argentina because I did Miss Kentucky. But I never would have been able to do Miss Kentucky if I didn't start taking care of myself and setting goals from a young age. Now the most important part out of all this is that it's not all about me. I can focus on my win, but my whole life and my whole job as Miss Kentucky is not focusing on me. It's actually about you guys. My job as Miss Kentucky and as a person, like as a human being, just Alex, is to take care of the people around me. Because here's an example. Let's say that you want to go to summer camp, and this summer camp is really expensive. Like your parents say, you can go to this camp as long as you raise the money for it. And you're like, okay, cool. So you're going to do a lemonade stand. And let's say that you are just a mean person. You're rude to everybody in class, you make fun of people, you bully people, you have like one friend and you're not even nice to that friend. So we're just gonna pretend that you're an awful person. And you tell everyone in your class, hey, I'm having this lemonade stand and I need you to come so that you can help me like raise money to go to camp. Do you think any of your classmates are coming to this lemonade stand? No, because you're not a nice person, so why would they support you? But on the flip side of it, let's say that you are a friend to everybody in class. You're kind to everybody, you're always helping out, you're willing to stay late and help someone with their work or stand up for someone that someone might be making fun of. You're a friend to every person that you meet, and you're having a lemonade stand to raise money to go to camp. Do you think people are going to come and support you? And any day that you go to bed and you can look back and think about one time that you didn't treat someone the way you want to be treated, that's a missed opportunity. And that's a missed opportunity not only to show someone extreme kindness, but later in the future, maybe to have an awesome friend or just to be kind to somebody that might need it. You never know what people are going through, and a smile can really go a long way. I lived in 2 countries where I did not speak the same language as anything else. But the one thing I learned is that a smile is the same in any language and it can absolutely change someone's day. You would not believe the power kindness has on changing other people's lives. So that's one of the things I've learned as Miss Kentucky is that I have to take care of myself, but at the end of the day, it's not all about me. Because I've got to focus on other people and taking care of the people around me, which I know is important to you guys here at Leestown as well. Now, one of the things that I have to do, in addition to working for the Department of Agriculture, is getting ready for Miss America. So I'm going to be competing at Miss America in December. On December 19th, it'll be live on NBC if you guys want to watch it on TV. But I'll be competing in on-stage interview. I have to go on stage and pitch my social enterprise. So I have to have a whole business pitch ready to tell the judges why I should be Miss America and what I can bring to the table. And I get to do my talent. So I said earlier that I was a singer, and I went to SCAPA for singing. And so I'll be doing, we only get 90 seconds to do our talent. So in 90 seconds, you have to show like the whole range and pick the best 90 seconds of that song, or pick the coolest 90 seconds of that dance. Because that's part of the competition, is that anybody can stand up there for 2 hours and eventually sing something that's good, but you gotta sing great for 90 seconds. It's really, really challenging. So I'll get to answer questions. They'll ask me any question they want. It can be a question about the news, about me, about school, about my life. They can ask me anything. And I have to answer it to the best of my ability. I have to do my talent. I have to pitch my business and what I would bring to the table. And I have to spend 10 minutes in a room with all 7 judges where they get to ask me just question after question after question. I have to answer them as fast as I possibly can, and as accurately as I can. So it's a lot of work, and if I'm not taking care of myself, and I'm not taking care of other people that can support me and lift me up and encourage me in that process, there's no way I have a shot at being Miss America. But luckily, I have you all to remind me about all the things that we can do to take care of ourselves and take care of other people. Because believe it or not, talking to you guys inspires me to be a better person every single day. You guys are awesome, and I literally can't wait to see what you do. I'm going to come back in like 5 or 10 years and see where you guys are, because I bet one of you is going to be a doctor, or a lawyer, or an astronaut, or a teacher, or a nurse, or a cop. Who knows what you guys are going to be? But I know that you have the skills needed, because this is a really special school. So, I think we have some time to do some questions. If anyone wants to ask questions about my life, Miss Kentucky, Miss America, any of those things. Yes, in the pink. What? Can I sing for you? Yes, I can do that. I'm going to sing the same song that I sang last time. So if you already heard about it from someone else, then I'm sorry. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I take, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. No one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Well, do we have time to do any more questions? What are the types of talents? There's like, at Miss America, there's no specific talent. Like, you can do anything you want. So you can sing, you can dance, you can write a poem and perform it. One girl does a science experiment where she like blows up a bunch of chemicals and stuff like that. You can do anything you want, but for 90 seconds. All right, yes. Yeah. Can I sing more? Well, you all unfortunately have to get going, so I'm just going to have time for 2 more questions. But I'm sorry, I wish I could. I would stand and sing all day if I could. Yes?
Do you have a pet?
Do I have a pet? I can't hear you.
Do you have a pet? Do you have a pet?
Do you have a pet?
Do you
you have a shark.
Oh, sí. Right? Yeah. ¿Hablas español? No? Sí?
Wait, what?
Can I rap? Yes, but not in front of people. Like I rap like when I'm in my car, driving places, and there's no one else around. Alright. One more.
Knock it off, dude.
Do I play instruments? No. I actually am so not instrumentally talented, it's ridiculous. Like, I tried playing piano, I tried to play clarinet, there was like a hot minute where I tried the ukulele, and all of them were bad. So, hats off to any of you that can play instruments. Well, I'm going to hand the microphone back, but thank you guys for having me. You all are awesome. Excited to be here.
Even though Miss Kentucky, Alex Franklin, went to Scapa, we want to make her honorary charger. The least town way. It's all about respect. We'll take a picture. All right. Least town charger. Y'all put your L up. Yeah. There you go. All right. Hey, so listen. December 19th, I don't think she said. December 19th on NBC, she would be in the Miss America contest. Miss Kentucky, would be in Miss America contest. Watch it. If you can vote, have your parents to vote, whatever the case may be, let's make her Miss America. All right, so let me tell you what's up next. I am going to pick 6 students. You don't even know what it's for. I'm going to pick 6 students to take their shoes off and make people smell their toes, okay? All right, so listen. Listen, I'm going to pick 6 students. And this is what's going to happen. My 6 students, you're going to pick a teacher, okay? And so what's going to happen is this. You are going to play a game. And I'll tell you more about the game after I pick you. All right? The first one, come on, I'll sing. She got. Now let's see. with Miss White. It's 7 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are paired up with a chair. All right. Look behind you also. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Look behind you. Look behind you. There's a chair you paired up with back there as well. Okay? So now turn back around. The name of the game is Bust That Bubble. All right? And guess what they have to bust the bubble with? Bust that bubble. Okay? So, listen up. Shh. So, this is what's going to happen. First of all, you have to, from the line, one person from that team will work down to the chair. They have to blow the balloon out. You have to blow the balloon out that size. This size. Then they have to bust the bubble with their bubble. Good. They got to run back to the line and tag their partner. Their partner goes to the end and repeat it. And the first one back to the line wins. All right? So, So when I call your sport, what you're gonna do is I want you to stand on the black line. Okay? First up, I want to call cross country. If you ran a cross country,
Here they come. Here they come.
cross country, cross country, what you see on this board? Hey, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Whole lot of money. Pop it for me. My homie got the yapper. The bangin' and a copper. Gangsta party, gangsta party, gangsta party. All right. Volleyball team, come on down. Our football team on this line, 7th grade football. Our cheerleaders, come on down right here on this line. Cheerleaders. Gangsta party, gangsta party, gangsta party. Big head, doesn't even call it shine. I give you that money, started talking that. They said took me under, Patron brought me back. Alright, first, I want to introduce our cross country team. Girls, oh, I'm sorry, and girls basketball. Come on down. Hey, let me tell you guys this. It is so important that we support our sports. It's so important that we support our clubs, our sports, our academics. You need to support that. That's why we have it for you. Because you know what? On your Charger card, your attendance card, you get a free game entry. Come, support. Okay? So first, I want to start off with cross country. Introduce yourself, please.
Steven Tuckett.
Arturo Bravo.
Nadia Shaka.
Where's your bandana?
Brandon Burke. Joseph Price.
Andrew Foreman. Lee Helm.
I'm Mitch Riley, and I have one thing to say. We run on grass!
We run on grass! Cross country! Give them a round of applause! Next, I want to shout out our volleyball team. Listen up. Talk up.
Chelsea Jerome. Carson Hunt. Layla Hudson.
Yeah.
Taylor Shearer. Andre Gelton. Kenzie Bishop. I'm not volleyball.
I'm sorry, I just got going. Sorry, girls. All right, good volleyball round of applause. Okay, I'm going to get to the football team. All right, y'all still have one. How many games left? One game? Y'all made the playoffs. So if you can go support them, go support them. Last game, playoff game.
Cameron May. Remy Jackson. Jacquees Boulder. Howard Carter. Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan. It's Malachi.
Maricus Ferguson. Parker Drake.
Moses, my future.
All right, good round of applause. Does she have a twin? Okay. What's y'all just screw for Albertine? All right, give us one praise. All right, round of applause. Great job. Y'all make me shout proud. Come on, can you see this guy? Ladies and gentlemen, you make me shout proud. It's a party day. Hey, to make up for the time.
Hey, let's give. All right. I'm waiting. They don't even need sugar to be alive. Okay. Next time I'm not gonna share my birthday candy with you guys. All right. So we are, first of all, let's give it up for Mr. G over there on the music. He has been the man today. Give it up. Woo! All right. So the reason that we are here today is we're going to talk to you a little bit about next week. Next week we're going to be doing some fun stuff because it's going to be Red Ribbon and Safe Schools Week. So anybody know what Red Ribbon Week is? What do you do when it's Red Ribbon Week? Eden. It is. It's about drugs. That's correct. Okay, so we're going to be talking next week a lot about how drugs can be bad for your body, bad for your mind, bad for your life, bad for everything. Okay? And then Safe Schools Week is the same time. And anybody know what we would be thinking about at Safe Schools Week? Jocelyn, you know?
Bullying.
Correct. We're going to be talking about bullying and how to treat each other nicely during school. How to continue following the Leestown way. Okay? So, we have some activities planned for next week. Number one, on Monday, is going to be Red Shirt Day, okay? We're going to all try to wear red shirts. How many people have red shirts or jackets on today? How many have them on today? Okay. Take those home and wash them. We won't think it's weird if you wear it again on Monday, okay? All right. We're going to wear red to show we have a healthy lifestyle. On Tuesday, we are going to have Crazy Sock Day. Crazy Sock Day. I know these aren't all that crazy. Okay. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be on Winning Team Day, to which you are going to wear your favorite jersey or Leestown shirt. Okay? So I got my favorite jersey on today, but I'll try to steal it again from my son on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we're going to have Be a Hero Day. And on that day, you're going to be able to wear your favorite superhero shirt. So Mr. French is really excited about this. He's got one for first period, he's got one for second period, third period, all day. He's gonna have like 7 different ones.
Is one of them gonna be the Flash?
Maybe you should ask him to borrow one. And on Friday, it's gonna be All You Can Be Day, and you're going to be wearing, guess what? Camouflage. Good try, though. Good try. It is Camouflage Day. Okay. So, Ms. Bolaños, you're going to tell us a few more things.
So it is going to be really, really important next week that you guys pay attention on the morning news. Your support staff members will be on there telling you all some facts and some tips to take care of your bodies. And we may or may not have a little game on Thursday with some prizes and some daily prizes for you all who can answer some questions. So make sure you look out for that.
And if we catch you wearing your crazy socks or your red shirt, we might just write your name down and call you down at the end of the day for some kind of prize. So I hope we catch you. All right. Thank you all, and I'm looking forward to next week.
They should wear down short. Down short shorts.
Doing testing. All right, here we go. All right, let's give it up for the one, the only, the amazing Emily.
Catholic has been around Lee South for 5 years. I have, including these guys, there's 60 people who have gone through Catholic, including these 27. So a lot of people, a lot of guys who came through here, they're in high school, trying to prepare for college. And so if you're interested in Catholic, there's an interest meeting November the 20th. So if you're interested, come, dress, shirt and tie, and come show your interest and see what Catholic is about. All right? 1, 2, 3.
Catholic!
Catholic motto!
Catholic motto! Achieving everything you can do! The class is always my view. I was teaching with myself! Myself! Myself!
Respect!
Respect! My whole life long! You get I respect myself, my peers, my brothers, my teachers. I respect them from the community.
We look good!
You look good! You look good in dress and sex. You respect all mankind, you are race. We are looking at myself. You look good.
Name grade level. My name is Cheryl Ramos. I am in the 7th grade.
My name's Kira Mays. I'm in the 7th grade. I play football.
My name is Vic Spikes. I'm in the 7th grade.
My name is Arturo Bravo. I'm in the 7th grade. I'm the former vice president of Catholic.
My name is Yondova Ledesma. I'm 7th grade.
My name is Justice Berry. I'm in 8th grade.
My name's Antonio Wayne. I'm in 8th grade.
My name is Caleb Williams. I am in 8th grade. And I'm in 7th grade.
My name is Andrew Snow. I'm in 8th grade. I play baseball and run track and cross country. My name's Asim Lim. I'm 7th grade. I'm secretary of captain. I play softball.
I'm in 7th grade.
My name is Carlos Gonzalez. I'm in 7th grade and I'm the first vice president of Catholic.
Thomas Grossman. I'm in 7th grade.
My name's George Poncello. I'm in 7th grade and the president of captain.
My name is Jordan Axton. I'm in 8th grade. My name is Jay Covey. I'm in 8th grade.
Oh, good, so they can hear you.
K5 and I'm in the 8th grade.
My name is Jay Sweat. I'm in 8th grade.
My name is Asai Lim. I'm in 7th grade.
My name is Niles West. I'm in the 7th grade. I'm the swim master of Catholic.
My name is Wayne Starks. I'm in 8th grade. I'm